Hi, in this particular video what we're going to do is talk about the resource browser. So if you haven't already done so, click on Control B and that pulls up your browser toolbar, and your resource browser is this one right here. So when you click on it, depending on your setting, you can either be on My Resources or Shared Resources. I pretty much camp out in the My Resources area. The shared resources are the resources that come with the Promethean software. There's some great stuff in there, but I don't use things a whole lot in this particular one, and I want to keep them separate from the things that I do use. So I go to the My Resources, and what I've done is I've created a filing system that is theme-based. And I would suggest that you come up with some kind of filing system, because your clip art can get, well, you can get thousands of clip art, and if it's not organized in some fashion, you'll never be able to find it. So I've just done a theme-based file system, as you can see. And there's files inside of files. For example, if I click on sports, double click on it, I have every sport from baseball, football, volleyball, you name it. And inside each of these folders are clip art that is matches the name. And to create folders, you simply come up here to the button on the right hand side and you can create folders. I'm going to create a folder called Olympics because I've used a lot of Olympics graphics and I haven't yet created this folder. As you can see, I have 23 items right here. All of them are Olympic theme items that I've just filed in here, but they're not in a particular folder. If I want to put those in a folder, the best way to do this is outside of the Promethean software. You cannot drag and drop, unfortunately, these pictures into the folder. Promethean does not allow you to do that. I wish it did, but it does not. So everyone should have a My Resources file. Let's click out of this and go to your documents. And everyone should have in their documents an active software folder. If you click on it, go to Active Inspire, there's your resource folder. There's my Olympics folder that I created, and all of these items that are not inside folders are my Olympic theme items. And what I can do is just simply drag and drop those into the Olympics folder. And that's the best way to file those. Now you'll notice that some of these are renamed and some of them are not. I'll talk about that shortly. But I just wanted to point that out. So if we go back now to the flip chart, that's just some of the issues that, or some of the things you can do with the resource browser. Another thing you can do is you can actually drag and drop into folders. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create this blank page, and I'm going to go back to let's go to the page thing, and I'm going to go to this page right here. I'm going to drag those over, as you know you can do. Come to this page. Let's just say that you open up a flip chart off the web. You don't really like it, but you see some things on it that you do. You want to save the clip art. So what I can do is I can actually just drag and drop these into any folder that I want to. So not only can you drag and drop onto pages, you can actually drag and drop into particular folders. So let's just say that it's Olympic based, and I want to add this to my Olympic based folder. I can just drag and drop it. So that's a neat little feature. Now you notice that I'm going to the Notes browser. And the reason why I'm doing that is because it gives me some reminders. I'm going to talk about the Notes browser here in a second. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to demonstrate how to save pages. Let's just say that you have created this really cool page that you want to save. The reason why I suggest that you should save your pages is because sometimes you can't remember where they are. I mean, you might have created this really cool activity, but you don't know where it is. And so you can open up several flip charts and scroll, scroll, scroll and try to find it. Or you can actually save pages. Let me give you an example. So I've created this folder called My Flip Charts. And inside it, I have other folders. One's called Creating Flip Charts and Sample Pages. Now, you don't have to embed it so deeply, but that's just where mine is. You'll notice that I have saved 46 pages. Now to save a page, let me show you how to do that. I'm going to go to this sample flip chart, and this is a pretty cool activity that I created. I click on the monkey and a magic revealer shows up, and underneath this is a bunch of different triangular structures. Well, I think that's a pretty cool thing that I could probably use in other flip charts down the road. So I don't want to lose this. What I can do is open up your sample pages. You have to make sure that this is highlighted. And then come over to your toolbar, and down here it says Add to Resource Library. And what I want to add is I want to add the entire page. You can add backgrounds. I've never added grids, but you can, I guess. I want to add this page. And so now, as you can see, it showed up. Now what I'm going to do, just for sake of just demonstration, is always a good idea to rename the flip chart. And what I usually do is I rename it according to the unit that it came from, where I could, so it gives me a reference of where I can find it if I needed to. I'm not really sure where this one came from at the moment, but what I'm emphasizing here is that you probably should rename your resources, your pages as well, because it just gives you a nicer system. As you can see, I've renamed most of my pages because PC stands for pre-calculus. It came from the sequence unit that I did. Pre-calculus unit, or unit 4.4, sine, cosine, and so forth. So that's, again, something that I would strongly suggest. Let's go back to the flip chart. I'm going to take a look at my notes and see what I should show you next. Okay, I showed you how to create folders, and I just showed you how to rename objects. Other than that, the resource browser has endless possibilities, but just saving something is something that I like to do. I'm going to show you how to save things from the web, and that'll be the last thing that I do in this video. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the internet. Try it again. And I'm going to take that back. Let's go back to the flip chart. At the end of this flip chart, there are some resources that I think are pretty handy. And I like this one, Heather's Animations. The reason why I like it, it's got all these animations on it, but better yet, is it has these backgrounds over here. And I mean, they range from anything you want, colors to animals to all sorts of things. Well, since we are lions and that's purple, what this does is it brings up a ton of different purple backgrounds. And I can click on any of them and see what it looks like, and I might want to save it. That one looks kind of creepy. I don't think I want that one. About that one's pretty cool. Okay, so let's just say that I want to save this one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight it, right-click it, save the image as. Now, this is where you have to go back to your documents and pull up your My Resources folder. Now, where do you want to save it? Well, looks like backgrounds would be, excuse me, the best place. And so I'm going to, it's called Mystic 23. Let's change that to Purple Lion. All right, now let's go back to the flip chart. Go under My Resources, Backgrounds, I think I put it in this file. There it is. Okay, there it is. So that's how you save images to your My Resources folder. I hope this has helped, and that concludes this video.